All right.
We don't want a Sprite.
You can have a Sprite.
Fizz is gone.
But like Glenn Fry, the heat is on. Hey, it's Brian Quain of Reason to Believe. I was recently diagnosed as neurodivergent, and I've been on a journey to understand what this means for me. In the process, I realized there's an opportunity to connect with others who share the same desire to learn more about being on the spectrum. So sit back and enjoy stories from my friends, my guests, myself, and the incredible journeys shared on these episodes. You'll hear about obstacles faced, victories achieved, struggles overcome, but most importantly, our passion for belonging and connection. We are wired differently, but thriving always. Reason to Believe is the reason we are proudly autistic. Now, welcome to the show. Hello again, friends. We are back with another episode of, what are we going to call these? Like neurotypical, like versus neuro. No, we're not. It's not.
Well,
Capcom
yeah.
is sponsoring this.
I don't know. We have to come up with that.
Well, we will. That'll be in the title, never when we talk about it. So, Casey's back with another neurotypical brain when I am here with another neurospicy with my tisms going on. Really quick, babe, I want you to take two deep breaths. And I want the breath in. I want you to breathe in for 5 seconds. And when you're breathing out, I want you to tell me on each breath, one thing. On that breath out, I want you to say what you're appreciative of today.
Okay.
So, okay. And go.
I am appreciative of you finding a squirrel and being able to take him to a rehabilitation place for squirrels.
Oh, little squirrel. Okay. Breathe in again. And now you're going to, on the breath out, give us another thing that you're thankful for today.
I'm thankful that I was able to talk to my family and that things were better for them today.
Yeah.
Without going into anything. But yeah, I'm thankful for that.
Yeah. And thankful
Two huge
for that.
things.
It's massive. Yeah. That one's huge. That one is very huge. That's awesome. Thank you.
What are you thankful for?
I am thankful for Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, it is okay. Well, do you know why?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Love on the Spectrum.
Okay, so this is not scripted at all, but yes, I have been talking about it. I am excited. Yes.
Also, I know you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to probably be able to pick up on those things. I hope.
Damn. No, I'm not trying to pull a fast one, but yes, I am. I'm excited for season 3, the U.S. season 3. Right? Kian doing his. I think it's his 5th season now because there's 2 Australias, and then there was originated Australia, and then 3 U.S. Yeah, because this is something that in the news. Months later, after kind of a shocker to the world of people asking the question, is this what autism looks like, back in middle of January? But happiness is coming out that, yes, we have another season of Love on the Spectrum, which has been amazing for people to see fast-going brains of being put in situations that are not, like, obviously they're typical situations, right?
Yeah, they're very... quote unquote normal situations.
Yeah.
Anything from just like shopping, interacting with people, hanging out, going out to restaurants, dating, any of those things.
Yeah.
But also it gives neurotypical people just an insight into how someone who is on the spectrum, how their brain works, and they can see how meltdowns happen. They can see, these different things. And so that they're just a little bit more familiar with it, and, it normalizes all of it.
So before Love on the Spectrum, right, what are probably, and I haven't made a list, like actually we just came up with this on the fly, and you still have no idea what I'm about to talk about.
I don't think I ever do.
No, right?
That's the way it works.
So before Love on the Spectrum, what would you think is maybe something in the media? I'm going to go more with TV, as it's a longer length than it is a film. But what is something like that you feel has normalized or made it more accessible for people to see what someone on the spectrum looks like?
I mean, I think that there are a few TV shows. I think probably the one that stands out most to me would be Big Bang Theory.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I think that's just because it was on for so many seasons. I think that probably it spanned like, you know, I guess so many different
characters.
No, I was just going to say I'm having like a complete
well, you do that.
Brain isn't working.
You do that
I think it's
because
just into so many different homes, right? I think
okay.
I think it bridges, or not bridges, but it's in so many different socioeconomic, groups or that type of thing. I think everyone knows who Sheldon is, right?
Well, no. Here's the thing. Here is the thing. When we met.
Well,
you did say like, something about the Big Bang Theory. And what was my response? I pulled a Casie. I went, ew, gross. And it was like, why? Because I was like, oh, it's like Friends, these fake people that all of a sudden don't have jobs or hanging out all the time and blah, blah, blah.
I like Friends.
So, yeah, and I was like, gross. This is shit. And you were just like, do you even know about it? Like, and anybody who would bring up, oh my God, you're the perfect person for the Big Bang Theory. I was like, okay, you know what? It's the same time that everybody, while Seinfeld was on, everybody called me Kramer Seinfeld, because it was like, you're the best of those two characters. And then obviously I was always
you're late to the party.
Okay, well, I was glad to be late. I didn't even think I was going to go to the party until you were like, you need to watch it. So what did I do? I binged
it.
The hell out of it. Now, did I love it?
No.
Yeah, well, okay. I just saw the face drop. What were my thoughts of it then, if you remember?
I think you were annoyed. You were definitely annoyed with certain characters.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't remember exactly what it was that you said about it or said about different characters. But yeah, you didn't. It wasn't your favorite.
No.
But here's the thing: a lot of it is funny.
Yeah, no, it is, and it's actually well written.
It's
extremely well written, and I think that there are great characters on it. Don't get me wrong. The character of Sheldon, I thought, I was extremely annoyed by it. Jim Parsons, congratulations, you did it great. You did it so freaking great, because I think the character for many was supposed to be loved, and he did that so well.
I loved him.
So well, and people loved him. Remember this. I was going through a depression.
Yes.
I hated my brain because I'm supposed to connect with this asshole. And he was very mean. He was very opinionative. He was very right all the time. He was very too smart for anybody to even connect with him on any level. Casie, are you getting your checklist out right now and going, this is Brian, this is Brian, this is Brian?
These are all...
Yeah, I'm watching you.
These are Brianisms. These are all things that...
Mm-hmm.
They're things I see.
Well, this is it.
And I know there are things that other people see.
Yes, because I used to get called out on my bullshit all the time. Yeah. Now, if you are getting called out on it, well, welcome to the... I have a door that's open. Please come in at all times, because... I love having the conversations with people like that, but at the same time, I do get it. Anybody I've ever worked with, my God, you're opinionative of this. It's so hard to talk to you about that. It's this.
Super matter of fact. You can come off really cold, and sometimes it seems really mean. And I know that's not what's intended.
Oops.
Yeah.
Well, no. Okay, so...
It's not oops. I mean, I think that everyone, especially in a neurotypical, neurodiverse relationship, you're trying to understand one another, and you want to be able to communicate in the best ways possible, and you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And so I think that these are all important things to know, right? They're important things
I get it.
To kind of be aware of for both people, because you want things to be fair and people to feel comfortable, and it's a relationship.
Yeah. So I think this is also why I don't like the character of Sheldon. And maybe if I watched it now that I'm better in my mindset, if I started watching it now, maybe I'd do better.
He is loving. I mean, there are so many wonderful things about him, but it's just he's loving and he appreciates people in his own way. He does.
Okay. And I get that. I think it's the truth hurts.
Okay. I got you.
Right?
Yeah.
I think sometimes I was watching it through, like, it was like a mirror. I'm going to be honest with you, because I remember having a conversation with my main sister in charge, Deb. And when Deb said, like, no, Brian, that is you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that was a punch to the gut. Because you were spilling it all day long, and I was like, okay, Casie, shut up, dude. It's like, it's getting old. Like, I get it. And yes, we don't want... I didn't poop on the floor, so don't smear my nose in it. Like, I'm not a dog, okay? You don't have to keep telling me it. But here's the thing. It's you having a conversation with me.
Right.
It's my own insecurities that are like, oh, wow, so it isn't my poop that's on the floor. It's Sheldon's. No, I'm not blaming him.
He just roams in our house in the middle of the night.
Please stop shitting on our floor.
Elves.
But, you know, it did feel like, it's like, okay, Casie, I get it. This is me. But no, so many other people since I've watched that show have said that. So I guarantee my buddies RD, Sean, McNulty, like, these are people that would go, wait, because RD would wear a Bazinga shirt. That motherfucker
would wear it only around you.
Yeah,
he only
he's like,
you.
And he probably wears that red Bazinga shirt still to this day. And RD, thank you for having Sheldon stare at me in the face with his Bazingas. But I was always like, who the hell is Bazinga? I didn't know what the hell this was.
That's what I'm saying, though, of like why that character has probably introduced more people than you even realize.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Because he's wearing a shirt. You see posters at any of your big box stores. You know, it was something that, you know, was on for such a long time, and I think that a lot of people were introduced to autism
through that.
Okay. And I think that's a positive thing.
Okay, that was my question. Awesome.
Honestly, because he wasn't unlovable. You know, I mean, I don't think that he was unlovable, and I don't think that a lot of people do. I think if you have a loved one that is on the spectrum, I think those are just things that I don't know, because I don't want to say anything that seems offensive.
It's not offensive. It isn't. It's eye-opening.
Yeah.
And that's what this is supposed to be. So don't even think I'm about to throw the napkin that's in your slutty vegan hoodie that I'm wearing. I didn't even realize
I left anything in there. I'm dirty.
And it smells...
Oh, don't smell it. I don't even know what it is.
Cream cheese.
That's gross.
No, it is. It's gross. No, but at the end of the day, it's supposed to be something that you are allowed to talk about, because I am an open book in this. This is my journey, but this is also a lot of other people's journeys too, because it is going to be something that's like, I hope, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I hope people watch at least a few episodes of The Big Bang Theory, and here's where you're going to watch. I don't think you're going to miss much of the first 4 seasons if you jump into the 4th, 5th, 6th season, is because that's where Sheldon is really much like your, here it is. Now, will I ever watch Young Sheldon? No, but I hear that's where you learn more about the dad and like what really is, that is a show that is about autism is what I hear. I hear it is basically...
I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
Right. Here, The Big Bang Theory is you have one character on the spectrum with, I'm sure... another 1 or 2 of them were. If you're telling me Stuart isn't, you know, or even Bowie, I don't see how, you know, I don't see how Bowie's not. What was his name in the show?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I don't even know. I don't remember. But, hey, they're doing a spinoff now. But it's one of those things like, yeah, if you watch the show, you might get a few people there. But no, that's it. But I hear when you watch Young Sheldon, you're watching him go through, like, what it's like to be awkward, maybe bullied, maybe this, maybe that, of like, you know, here as a kid on the spectrum in the 70s maybe, or like 80s.
I don't know.
It's supposed to be that. So I want to say, you know, That is something. So obviously we went from something that's docu-series of a Love on the Spectrum all the way to something that, again, I want to say Jim Parsons did an amazing job as an actor, and I think he won an Emmy. I'm pretty sure. I know he probably won a Golden Globe for Best TV Comedy Musical, right? So, and good on you, because here's the other thing. You're on my team, buddy. You might not be the one player on the team that I'm 100% going, but you know what? I'd put him as a captain before me any day, because honestly, it's one of those, it's hard to be myself, and to see somebody pull that character off the way he did, again, the truth hurts, and it was really well done. It's really well done. Another one of y'all, Kian, you got amazing friends of yours, and they're family of yours. Love on the Spectrum Season 3, I can't wait. I know we're going to see Danny again. I know we're going to see Abby, David, Tanner. I know we're going to see, hopefully we see James. I haven't heard James come out of anything saying that he'll be on Season 3, but I'd like to see him. But I do know there are some people that are definitely going to be there with no spoilers at all, and I can't wait. Wednesday, April 2nd, where we're not going to be able to watch because we are at Epic. Yep. So that's something I'm not going to take photos of, but I kind of want to do recording of some sort where I'm talking through Epic so you guys can hear what it's like for me to go to a theme park on the Spectrum.
Oh, but a theme park that is not open yet to the public.
It's not open at all to the public, so thank you. I get to go because Casey's like, the ambassador of everything that is amazing in Orlando, and so I'm allowed to go with her.
No.
I'm allowed. So thank you.
I work for a company that made a lot of the static figures for Epic Universe, so that's super exciting.
Yeah.
So we get to go contractor day, exclusive to contractors.
I'm excited.
Yay.
I'm excited. And you get to hear what it's like for someone to either have a smooth day at a theme park, or if I feel like there's a meltdown about to happen, I will record that and you get to hear.
Oh God.
I'm not predicting shit. That's not gonna happen. So awesome. All right. This was a little 20-minute of saying a thank you to TV shows that are normalizing, trying to help out the spicies that are out there, and the typicals out there, the neurotypicals that are not in any way, to kind of see what it looks like. And you're right. I was actually going to say other stuff maybe, and we'll get into that, but I'm glad you brought up Sheldon of the Big Bang Theory, because that's huge. That's massive.
Yeah.
That's massive. That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And we got some more episodes coming, obviously. Again, follow us on all social media platforms, because that would be Reason to Podcast. This is Reason to Believe. And you could email us at reasontopodcast@gmail.com. YouTube, Reason to Believe. It's up there. And go ahead. Send us emails, send us thoughts, send us love, send us whatever you got. Send us cookies. We're here. We love y'all. So, again, you have any stories, let us know, because that's going to be something else. And don't even let us know. Record it. What? You could do that? You're gonna. So, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, babe. What was that?
Oh, I don't. It's you. You have your little Brianisms, and they make me laugh. That's it.
All right, y'all. You're going to get to know them. Because in my last podcast, people would walk up to me and go, "Oh, there's a Quainism right there. I heard it." And I'd be like, "Yep, there it is." Okay. We'll see you in about a few days. All right, thanks. Bye.